Hi everyone. So a friend of mine recently asked me to do a hummingbird cake. Now, truth be told, I've never made a hummingbird cake. I've never had hummingbird cake. But this friend, if you're watching, we know how you do. We know that you're not going to take no for an answer. So we're going to make this hummingbird cake. In the late 1960s, the Jamaican Tourist Board did an initiative to basically launch the flavors of Jamaica to the world in an attempt, I guess, to attract tourists to Jamaica. So they did a recipe for the hummingbird cake. Now, as we all know, the hummingbird or the doctor bird is the national bird of Jamaica, right? So they have this thing called the hummingbird cake. Now the hummingbird cake basically is an amalgamation or a combination of flavors of Jamaica. So things like ripe banana, pineapple, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Those are flavors that are incorporated into this lovely cake. No. So I'm going to take this on. I'm going to try to make this hummingbird cake, right? So before I make her cake, I'm going to attempt one for myself. I need to taste it. I need to know what it tastes like because I can't make a cake and send it out and I don't know what it tastes like. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a professional. This is somebody who is trying stuff and learning. All right? So trust the process. Within that process, we should have some L's and some W's, hopefully more W's than L's. But if you're interested in seeing whether this hummingbird cake is a W, then come on, let's go on the journey together. These are the ingredients we need for the hummingbird cake. Missing in action are the bananas. We need 3 ripe bananas for this recipe. Before we begin, we will grease our baking tins. These are 6-inch baking tins that I'm greasing with cake glue made from a little shortening, vegetable oil, and flour. After that, I will line them with parchment paper. Then I'm going to toast my pecans for 10 minutes. Crush some pineapple chunks. Sift 300 grams of all-purpose flour. Mix your dry ingredients and set aside. Now let's work on the wet ingredients. Stir your wet ingredients until well combined. Lay the pans to ensure they have equal amounts of batter. There's a little batter left over, and from that I got 4 cupcakes. While the cakes are being baked, start working on the pineapple flowers. Peel the pineapple and try to get the slices as thin as possible. Use paper towel to absorb as much of the moisture as possible, then put them in the oven for about 4 to 5 minutes. Then I put the pineapple slices into a cupcake tin and put them back in the oven for the flowers to take their shape. While the cakes cool, I work on my frosting. Now it's time to put the cake together. For this, I'm going to need a cake turntable, a cake board, an offset spatula, and a serrated knife. Then I realized that this cake was a little bit too moist in the middle. I also realized that the frosting had a very weird, sticky, gooey consistency. I do a crumb coat, then put the cake in the fridge.
2 days later.
And this is the finished product. I was aiming for an ombre cake with shades of purple because my friend's favorite color is purple, but the frosting was not cooperating at all. And this was the result. This is what I ended up with. Tell me what you think.